I've rounded up what I think are the 16 most gorgeous crocheted baby blankets out there. Some are free, some are paid, some even have video tutorials, but every single one of them is absolutely adorable. So whether you have a brand new baby in your family like we do, you're crocheting for a cause, or you just love making baby blankets as much as I do, you are in for a treat. Originally, I planned on having 10 baby blankets, but then I just kept finding more. Eventually, I bumped it up to 15, but then I found one more and I could not leave it out. So I apologize in advance because your to make list is about to get a whole lot longer. And as always, I'll leave links to everything in the description box below. I cannot wait to show you these patterns. This first project is one that I literally just finished, maybe about 15 minutes ago. This is Tea with Granny by Made with Anita, and I am absolutely so in love with this project. I actually found this project a couple of months ago when I was doing some research for my fall crochet video, and the minute that I saw this one, I just fell in love with it. I thought it was so adorable. It was basically every single thing I love about crochet wrapped into one project. Our brand new niece was born in early October, and I knew that this was going to be the perfect project. I love that this isn't your typical granny square project, especially one that you make the same type of granny square over and over again. In total, there are 35 squares, and there are, I think, about 8 different styles. So you're not making the same thing over and over again. And in the pattern, the designer shares exactly how to join these together, and it's kind of a random order, and I actually really love that. I think I would have tried to place them a little too evenly and make sure the heart isn't too close to the stripes and all of that, but I really love that it really kind of feels a little bit random, a little patchworky, and it is just, oh my goodness, I am so in love with this project. I knew that I wanted to use yarn that I already had in my stash, and I originally was going to use Stylecraft Special DK because I have a lot of it, but then I thought about the Premier Cotton Sprout DK, and this is a yarn that I used for one project, an amigurumi project a few years ago, but it was a yarn that I was really interested to get back to using. This is a 100% cotton yarn, and it is buttery soft. I love every single thing about this yarn. And I know some of you are going to say, wait, I thought you didn't use 100% cotton yarns. And I don't for amigurumi, because you're making those really tight little single crochets. It really tends to bother my joints. But for making granny squares and blankets, I can use it. I also wanted to change up the color palette just a little bit. I used this bright white color for the background. I also used the colors peach, blush, yellow, and beige. And I chose that color combination because I had it in my stash, and I was a little bit concerned about that peach color, that really bright peach color, but I think it turned out absolutely gorgeous. And one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to use this yarn is because I wanted that crisp stitch definition that only cotton gives. And I could not be happier with how it turned out. I did end up lightly blocking these granny squares, and that's not something that I typically do if I'm using acrylic, and sometimes even wool blends, I won't even block them because they don't need it. But when I was looking at these little squares after I made them and they were kind of crumpled in my little basket, I thought these need a little zhuzhing. They need a little help. So I just lightly blocked them with just a little bit of water. They literally dried in maybe 30 minutes. And I really feel like that made this blanket look, it just kind of finished it really nicely. Now, I love a join as you go when I make granny squares, but that wasn't going to work for this project. And I'm actually really glad that the designer used a slip stitch join for the squares because it adds so much. It gives it that texture. You can see where each one of the squares begins and where it ends, and it really just adds a lot to this project. One thing to note is that this pattern was written in UK crochet terms. So if you're like me and you're used to US crochet terms, you just have to remember that when you see double crochet, that means our single crochet, and when you see treble crochet, that means our double crochet. I could not love this project more, and I cannot wait to give it to my brand new niece when I meet her, but I now want to make one for myself because this one is going to be really hard to part with. One of the reasons why I love crocheting baby blankets is because they are such personal gifts. Every blanket holds so much love and thought, and that's exactly what I'm looking for when I'm shopping for family and friends during the holidays. And that's why I'm so happy to be partnering again with Uncommon Goods. They make holiday shopping feel special again. It's a unique marketplace filled with creative, high-quality gifts you'd never find just browsing the usual big box sites. Everything comes from independent artists and small businesses, so every item has that one-of-a-kind feel. When I was exploring their site, I found so many amazing gifts, but two really jumped out to me. One is for my daughter who loves her kitty cats as much as I do. I picked the tabletop tabbies, which are these 6 stoneware cat-faced plates. They're absolutely so cute. They're perfect for snacks, putting your jewelry on, or putting them as decorations around your home, but I have a feeling that she's going to spoil her little kitty cats with these. That's exactly what I would do. But for my son-in-law, who is becoming quite the cook, I chose the Grill Master's Cookout Caddy. It's beautifully made from quality wood and keeps all his grilling essentials organized and ready to go. I think this is such a clever and practical gift that still feels incredibly thoughtful. So make your holiday season unforgettable with Uncommon Goods, where you'll discover one-of-a-kind gifts for everyone on your list. Plus, you can get 15% off your next gift by clicking my link in the description box or scanning the QR code on the screen. Thank you so much to Uncommon Goods for sponsoring today's video. This next project is a bit of a departure in style from the last project, so if that one wasn't your vibe, you may really love the Willow Crochet Baby Blanket by Jules and Jones. This blanket is a 1-row repeat and it is perfect for beginners. If you can chain, single crochet, and double crochet, you can make this project. This is an easy blanket to crochet, but I love that it looks really sophisticated and intricate, and I don't think anyone would know that you are just a beginner. But I also think that it is so beautiful that if you are beyond the beginner phase, you're going to enjoy making this project. The designer recommends 2 different yarns that you can use, and one is Yarn Bee Bam Beautiful and the other is Lion Brand Kobu. These are both number 3 DK weight yarns that are a bamboo cotton blend. They just look absolutely gorgeous. In the pattern, she does say that you can use something different, but she does recommend using a yarn that has a cotton base, and that's going to help with that stitch definition and really make that texture pop. I love that neutral color, but I also think it could be beautiful in a powdery blue, a blush pink, or a buttery yellow. And this is also a free pattern on her website. This crochet baby blanket may be the cutest one on the list, and that's saying a lot. This is the Bear Crochet Baby Blanket by Maisie and Ruth. How adorable is this project? I am so in love. I'm going to have to make this one. I love that teddy bears can be for a boy, a girl, or gender neutral. This would be perfect if someone is going to have a teddy bear themed nursery. It would be so cute. The designer used Hobie Cotton 8/6, and this is an incredibly soft 100% cotton yarn. I've tested it in the past and it also comes in so many pretty colors. She also listed a bunch of different yarns that you could substitute to make this project, and it's also a free pattern, and it also comes with a video tutorial for how to make that little bear square. But you could make an entire layette because she has a onesie, a bonnet, and little booties to go with it. How adorable. No crochet blanket roundup is complete without a pattern from Mallory from Not a Crawl Crochet. And the Astrid baby blanket is an absolute stunner. I love everything about this project, from those beautiful floral squares to that muted color palette. I love that there are so many different colors. You've got your traditional blues and pinks, but you've also got some neutrals and pops of charcoal gray. That's very unexpected in a baby blanket, but it works. Mallory used Shapia Stonewashed, which is a sport weight cotton acrylic blend, and it has this heathered tone, which gives the blanket a lived-in feel, which I love. And this yarn is so incredibly soft and wonderful to work with. And that little scalloped border around the edge makes it feel even more special. It's so bright, cheerful, and full of texture. I think this next project is going to appeal to those of you who don't want to make squares, but you still want something that feels timeless. The Parfait Vintage Baby Blanket from Kirsten Holloway Designs is absolutely stunning. I love all those layers and textures, and she's using clusters, post stitches, and it has that pretty scalloped edge. You could make this blanket in one solid color, but I actually like the the way that she used the color blocking with those neutral tones to really highlight that texture. And she used Bernat Baby Sport, which is a number 3 DK weight yarn. This is a super soft 100% acrylic yarn that has a little bit of a sheen to it. This is also a free pattern on her website. The next blanket isn't just one, it's a collection of 4 distinct crochet cable patterns. These were all designed by one of my favorite crochet designer, Dada's Place. I made her Primavera flower blanket many years ago and it's still one of my favorites. I love everything she designs. But in this collection, you're going to get 4 different patterns: the Broadway, Brooklyn, Callista, and Soho blankets. What I especially love about these projects is that they are so sophisticated in the design, but also in the color palette. And each one has so much texture. They are absolutely gorgeous. I know I say that about every single one, but these really are amazing. She's using Elise Gold, which is a number 1 fingering weight yarn, and it is 80% premium acrylic and 20% wool. This is a yarn that I have never used before, but I have only heard good things about the Elise brand, so I'm really tempted to try this one. This pattern is recommended for intermediate crocheters and above, but I do think that this could be a really fun challenge. I would love to make one of them. This next project was designed by the queens of crocheted baby blankets, and that's Daisy Farm Crafts. The Ruffle Rose baby blanket is absolutely adorable. I love ruffles and I think this project is so cute. The pattern is free on the website, but they also have a video tutorial. You could make this project in one color, but I especially love that contrast of the ruffles being a different color than the rest of the blanket. For this project, they're using Bernat Softy baby cotton, which I think gives it that lovely stitch definition. And what's nice is that this is a DK weight yarn and it's 60% cotton and 40% acrylic. And it comes in such a sweet baby palette of pinks, blues, greens, and some neutrals. This is also a free pattern on their website, and they also have a video tutorial. I couldn't share just one project from Daisy Farm Crafts because Tiffany and Hannah are the absolute queens of crocheted baby blankets. And this next one might just be my favorite. The Field of Daisies baby blanket is absolute perfection. I am in love with every single part of this project. It's also a free pattern with a video tutorial as well. I love a floral crocheted square, and I love these beautiful coral colors with that off-white background. And again, they're using the Bernat Softy baby cotton. These colors were part of a curated collaboration with Yarnspiration, so I just went on the website and checked, and unfortunately those colors are sold out. But you could make this project in so many different colors. My mind is already going to a yellow flower with the little black center. That could be so cute. This next project is quite unique and I love everything about it. This is the Marian baby blanket from Amy Loops. This blanket features colorful stripes with pops of bobble daisies across. I think that is so clever. And I love that popcorn border, and this project looks like it would be so fun to make. The designer used a number 4 worsted weight yarn, and I love that she shows it in 2 different colorways. The first is a more muted color palette, but the second has bright, bold colors. And I love that the designer shared both of them because it really changes the entire look of the blanket. So you could make yours to match a nursery, you could make them in traditional boy or girl colors, or you could just go crazy and do it in any color combination that you love. You are going to love this next project. This is the Heirloom baby blanket by Jolly Lizard. I am so in love with this beautiful, delicate design. It's made with floral granny squares that are placed in a gingham pattern. You could easily customize the colors of this blanket any way you like, but I do think that the placement of the gingham really does give it a timeless, charming look. The pattern calls for a number 4 worsted weight yarn, and the designer used Hobie Portobello, which is a gorgeous cotton, acrylic, and wool blend. I've never used it before, but I have heard so many good things about it, so one of these days I'm gonna try it. This next project is full of squish and texture. The Waffle Stitch baby blanket from MJ's Off the Hook Designs is perfect in so many ways. For this project, she used Mellow Spun DK from Mary Maxim. This is a premium acrylic yarn, and it comes in so many pretty colors, and she's using 4 different ones in this project. This is a free pattern with a video tutorial, and what I love about a project like this is that once you get the hang of the stitch, it really becomes super enjoyable and meditative. You don't have to think about it every single single stitch. I've got another project from one of my favorite designers. This is the Daphne crochet blanket from Tony Lipsy of TL Yarn Crafts. This is a granny stripe baby blanket, and there is nothing I love more than the granny stitch. It's just 3 double crochets in the same space, and I don't know what it is about it, but it is so satisfying. But I love how Tony did hers a little bit differently. She's taken 4 granny triangles and joined them together to make this blanket. But what I love even more about this project is the color palette. It's absolutely stunning. She used a combination of 2 different Lion brand yarns, the Mandala Ombre and the Basic Stitch in a bright white. Let's just be honest, Tony does everything well, and I think one of her greatest strengths is her eye for color, and I love this combination. I love this next project, and it's from one of my favorite designers. The Farmhouse Granny Square Baby Blanket is everything I want in a crochet project. It's timeless, meditative, and I'm obsessed with this color palette. This pattern was designed by my friend Debbie Fields from Madam Stitch. Debbie loves granny squares, and she has a knack for creating the most gorgeous projects with them. And if you didn't see my live stream with her, I will leave a link for it in the description box below. We had such a wonderful time chatting, and she is a true gem. Debbie used Paintbox Simply DK for this project, and it comes in so many different colors, so you could customize this blanket any way you like. What I love about traditional granny squares is that they are so easy to make, and once you memorize the pattern, it becomes a completely mindless crochet project. And those are my favorite. No counting, no thinking, just stitching. I love this next collection of patterns, and I have been so excited to share it with you. The trio of baby blankets from Kate Eastwood of Just Poodling is one of my favorites. There are 3 different patterns for baby blankets, but each one is so adorable. They all have that cottage feel that Kate has perfected with her crochet designs. The first blanket has those colorful polka dots, but what I think is so interesting is that she's using that oatmeal background, and I really do think that it gives it that country, that vintagey vibe. The second blanket is full of colorful checks, and again, it's on that oatmeal base. And the last blanket has those cute applique stars that you sew on after you crochet the blanket. So cute! And each one has an adorable, colorful border, and I love that this really does look like a collection with that base of the oatmeal, but all the colors just look so cheerful. I love this one. This next project has such a cute name, and it's the Snuggle Bean Blanket by Little Duck Crochet. This project has so much texture and color. I love it. To make this project, you're going to be using the bean stitch, which I think is so cute that she incorporated it into the name. Double crochet, single crochet, half double crochet, front post and back post double crochet. And I love how visually interesting this project is, and I imagine that it would be super fun to crochet. And I love how the designer is highlighting those special stitches with the different color block panels. This project would also be super easy to customize the colors. You could do alternating colors like the designer did, but you could alternate one different color like pink, blue, or a neutral, but you could also use shades of one color like lighter and darker pinks, or lighter and darker blues, or greens or yellows, or any color that you want to use for a beautiful baby blanket. For this project, she recommends a number 4 worsted weight yarn, and she used Paintbox Simply Aran. And that's a fantastic 100% acrylic yarn. That way you can just throw it in the wash, because babies tend to be messy. I should know I had 4 of them, and they were the messiest little creatures. I needed to wash a lot of things. This next project is absolutely adorable, and it's the Knots of Love blanket from Little Doolally. The designer calls this a farmhouse style baby blanket, and she is using those gorgeous vintage colors. I absolutely love this one. But one of my favorite things is the yarn the designer used, and that's Debbie Bliss Baby Cashmerino. This is a scrumptious, deliciously soft wool, acrylic, and cashmere blend. This is definitely not the kind of yarn that you're going to use for an everyday use baby blanket that you're just going to throw in the washing machine and the dryer. This really is a high-end yarn, but it is absolutely so incredibly soft and feels so wonderful against your skin. I cannot say enough good things about this yarn, but it definitely is on the pricier side. But you could also substitute a different sport weight yarn, one that is a little more easy to wash and a little more budget friendly. I love all the texture in this blanket, and I love those colorful stripes, and I think that it was really smart to add that white border all the way around. That way those colors can really pop against the white, and it just makes the whole blanket feel cheerful and happy. I told you so. Didn't I tell you that these were the most amazing patterns? And I hope that you found the perfect crochet baby blanket pattern and that your to make list just didn't get a little too long. And make sure to let us know in the comment section which one was your favorite. We would all love to hear from you. But I hope you have a great rest of your week. Stay safe and happy stitching.